It seems to be a common trend in the Protestant church that many people are flocking back to Catholicism and seem to have forgotten the reason why we left the Catholic Church. Could you remind us the reasons for why we left the Catholic Church and thought there was a reform that needed to happen?
God bless you. Yeah. This is a perplexing situation. Let me tell you what the Catholic Church offers. It offers several things we don't offer. It offers visible glory right now. Right now. You want to see visible glory? Go to St. Peter's Basilica. You're going to see visible glory. I like visible glory. The one place I must not have it is in worship. I think the way you ended it was good. You said, remind us why the Reformation happened. Luther didn't intend to do any such thing. He didn't intend to do anything other than preach the gospel. That's all he intended to do. And so, as he preaches the gospel, he's finding himself, and I would argue it's in a 4-year period roughly, teaching what is incompatible with the magisterial teaching of the Roman Catholic Church. However, he's absolutely convinced that not only is it in the Scripture, but it is so obvious in the Scripture that it's either teach the Scripture or the magisterial authority of the Church, and he's going to teach the Scriptures. Luther didn't separate from the Catholic Church. The Catholic Church kicked him out. But that was because the Catholic Church understood that what he was teaching was contradictory to the magisterial authority of the church. The Protestant Reformation began because it's all about the gospel. And then behind the gospel, it's all about how we know what the gospel is. And this is where the solas are so important. It's the Scripture alone, and it's justification by faith alone, on the merits of Christ alone, all the way to the glory of God alone. One other thing. There are times when some evangelical Christians and some evangelical churches can easily give the impression that there's no real intellectual depth behind what we're talking about. And that's a problem. That's one of the reasons why I love to take students in my study and say, just drink this in. This is the Reformation in several rooms here. We don't have less to talk about. We don't have less intellectual ammunition. We have more. We haven't always shown it well. And a part of that is because the Roman Catholic Church shows it in visible glory. We don't get to show it in visible glory. When I get a bunch of people together for a theological meeting, they come in dressed like you people. They don't come in wearing robes with red hats and carrying staffs and stuff. If they do, that'll be the last time such a meeting were held at the Southern Baptist Theological Seminary. Thank you for the question.